Seattle's Morning News, Dave Ross with Colleen O'Brien. I generally hate lotteries, but I have to admit that they motivate people, and it's now catching on with in other areas. You know that we have an organization called Aegis Living here in Seattle. The CEO has decided now to give away $50,000 in cold, hard cash to his employees through a lottery.
And this piqued our interest because of the previous story we had on a Seattle-based CEO who was going to increase the base salary of all of his employees by $70,000. It's this generous Santa Claus-like CEOs we have in Seattle. What is in our water? But the CEO of Aegis Living is Dwayne Clark, and we spoke to him about his lottery-style game for his employees, and he says he's doing it. He's giving away $50,000 in cash to employees because for him, employees come first.
And when we started Aegis 18 years ago, everybody used to say our customers are number one. And we used to say our customers are number two. And everybody says, well, what do you mean your customers are number two? And we'd say, well, our employees are number one. Because you can't get to your customers unless your employees are number one.
That's an interesting philosophy and not one carried by, but in our conversation
when you're taking care of people, your business is taking care of people. The employees have to be happy.
Exactly. But in our conversation with Coach Pete Carroll and the Seahawks, that he also takes a similar approach, that if he treats his players well, that they will return with good playing on the field. So maybe there's something
Seahawk,
to this.
Every employee wins the lottery there.
Yeah, exactly, if you're a 12th man. Aegis Living, by the way, it's an assisted living facility. They have locations all over Washington and other western states. They have about 2,100, more than 2,100 employees, actually. So to be eligible for this lottery, you have to have been with the company for at least 3 years, and
you can't be late for work. You have to have good reviews. So there's more to it than being just a long-standing employee. So it's a way to condition behavior for employees as well. And so if you're the person that's missed work and without an excused absence 3 times or whatever, it's going to reflect bad, on your lottery chances.
Then, on September 15th, once all the employees who are eligible enter, Clark will dole out this cash to his employees. 15 employees will win $1,000 each, and then one employee will get the $35,000 grand prize. All told, $50,000 in cash will be handed out. At this point, you're probably still wondering, what's the catch? And of course, we wonder that too, as natural skeptics in the news business. And we tried that angle with Clark, but he said that this lottery isn't the only way he gives back to his employees.
When we do business with a vendor or with a bank or whatever, one of the things that we do is we always ask, what can you do for our employees? And they go, what do you mean? And we say, well, geez, if we're doing business with a bank, can you give our employees free checking? If we're doing business with dry cleaners, can you give our employees free dry cleaning? As long as you have an attitude of advocacy, then I think the employees will realize that these people really do try to advocate for us.
He's hoping that grand prize winner, could you imagine? You come to work one day and your boss enters and hands you a check for $35,000. He hopes somebody will use it for something life-changing like a down payment on a home.